Another container terminal on the East Coast. Hi, it's Peter Ziobrowski from Halifax Shipping News, and news broke yesterday that the proponents behind the Melford Container Terminal in the Strait of Canso have applied for $150 million in federal funding through the Trade Corridors Funding Initiative to build a container terminal there. The word from the minister is that the proposal is in the final stages of being evaluated before a funding decision is made. Adding some legs to the possibility that this terminal might actually be happening is the news that CN Railway reacquired the line from Truro to Port Hawkesbury from the Cape Breton, Nova Scotia Railway. Previously, they owned that line and then divested it to CBNS, which runs it as a short line. The line does exist all the way to Sydney, though everything beyond Port Hawkesbury is not in a state where it could operate trains. The Port of Halifax has received significant federal investment to expand its container capacity and is nowhere near being unable to expand further nor reaching capacity. Port of Saint John's for the first time saw 2 container ships on the same day, so they are a port with considerably more capacity that has also already received some federal funding. And finally, the Port of Montreal has a 1.5 million TEU expansion with the Contrecoeur terminal, which is going to cost over $900 million now with inflation to complete, and that project is ongoing. So the idea that some venture capitalists can come to Melford on the Strait of Canso and build a brand new terminal with absolutely no infrastructure for $350 million, about half of that coming from the federal government, seems to be questionable. The need for it is questionable given the available capacity on the East Coast and the significant federal investment that would be needed. That would be much better spent at existing ports and terminals in the region. Proponents for the Melford terminal have often cited Prince Rupert, BC as an example for the model by being the first port on North America coming from Europe. You can quickly put your cargo on rail and have it inland. What this fails to consider is that there's a significant trade imbalance between the West Coast and the East Coast. West Coast ports are all operating at or near capacity, often have significant delays, and so being able to bypass those ports in combination with a excellent rail connection are big benefits. That doesn't exist on the East Coast. The trade from Europe is significantly smaller than it is from Asia. Some Asian shipping lines are running through Suez and the Mediterranean and across. Certainly Halifax benefits from some of those trade routes. However, there's still lots of available capacity on the East Coast. That spending federal dollars to essentially take traffic away from the existing ports doesn't make sense. My feeling is that CN would not go out and reacquire the short line earlier this year if there wasn't strong possibility funding would be forthcoming to get this project going. There's really no benefit to them to buy the line unless they have some assurances that the project's going forward, because if it was available for sale in January, it would be available for sale at a later date once the project has the green light and construction has started. Anyway, I suspect we will see more on this in the coming weeks and months. If you like this video, hit the bell to be notified of future videos. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.